So I wanted to just do another quick video. This is our fiber cabinet. This is from Chantel Telecommunications, bringing, well, it's from our CO anyway, from Chantel, but it's for Sprint. And this is bringing our dial tone and everything here on the fiber. Well, it's basically selling us T1s for Sprint from their Chantel side. We used to get them from whoever the other carrier was here, but we brought a fiber here, and that's what they've got going on here. So this is where the fiber comes in. These rectifiers keep everything powered up, and this boy here, he's like a switch. And basically what we've got going on is the fiber's coming in here and it's feeding, 16 different ports on here. So we've got on the bottom 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12, 13 through 16. And basically when I was showing you over here the cabinet with all the wire that I wired up in there that's going to go to those punch down blocks, which is going into the building, that's like a cross connect type deal. But in this is basically where this is going to be, let's say, the demarc for Sprint, and that's where our telco hands off to Sprint. So this is Chantel handing off to Sprint. So that's what those cross connects will be for. So if they don't pay the bill, we can unhook it. Even though I work for both, it's kind of weird. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're basically providing our T1s through Chantel to Sprint, which I work for both of them. And the way that we're doing it here now, and I showed you earlier, everything was just kind of wired up in there, and I guess the tech had used these cables here and kind of just went on through the pipe and in there and plugged them in here. But it was already pre-wired up for all these ports, and you can see they're not turned on right now. But if you look underneath, get that out of the way, you can see these lights are turned on. It's actually 1 through 6. And if you recall, I was talking about there was 6 T1s in there, and that's pretty much correct. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lit up. The rest aren't doing anything. So I mean, technically I can pretty much unplug them if I wanted to. The reason why I won't, though, is because then I won't be able to trace down where they're hooked up back here. So those big cables that you've seen me cutting in the other cabinet, they're coming in here and they're wired down to this gas tube thing. So if something went wrong, these tubes will blow and then the circuit goes out. But right now they're bypassed. So anyway, that's where those are wired up. And then of course these guys here are traveling down behind here and they're wired up in here. So the object is, my new mission is to cut these over. They've been hooked up this way, which is fine, but I want it to look pretty since it's going to be my cell site. So I'm going to, one by one, disconnect and connect these, and then of course reconnect it in this cabinet, which I guess I could show you if I didn't put my, oh, there it is. I already showed you once, but I'll show you again, make a complete video. So basically, these cables and this fiber cabinet here is coming through this conduit into here, which is going to be our demarc, our demarcation, which if you look up demarcation, that's just like that's a connection point between two people, I guess. So this will be Chantel, and this will be Sprint. I'll have them wired up. This will be Sprint, or at least go into our base station, go into here. This will be Chantel, and at that point, those 6 that you see lit up over there, I'll have on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I need the correct colors. Punch them down on the back. Then I'm going to take the ones that you see here, which is the blue-orange will be my first pair. The green-brown will be my second pair. So of course, if that's my first and second T1, my blue-orange will go on I'm sorry, on this one over here. So my number 1 will be blue-orange, which will be pins 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 is the way it works out. And then my number 2 circuit will be the green and brown, which it'll be tip and ring. So well, they'll be transmit and receive, but I'll take the colors, the green and brown being ring, and my tip being the green white. Actually, those colors aren't right for that, but anyway, it'll be transmit and receive. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I guess I'll get it done today. Got other things to do, but so keep in touch.